So the Eibishter went to Esav and said, do you want the Torah? What does it say in the Torah? Leis Herzach? No, not for us. Went to different nations. You want the Torah? What does it say in the Torah? Leis Sinach? Not for us. And he comes to the Yidden, and the Yidden say, we'll go for it. Nasav and Ishma. There. It has to be a level playing field. If it's going to be fair, you give the Yidden also something, which is very hard for them to do. Just like it was hard for Esav to accept Lo Yisirtzach. It says in Chidush Shirim, the Yidden got something that was just as hard as Esav accepting Lo Yisirtzach. What? The Eibishter told the Yidden, Hagbal Esahar. Yiddelach, you stand here, you stand there, you stand there. And that is so hard for a Yid to stand where he's told to stand. That is so hard. You know the story? How do you know it's a Yid? You know it's a Yid when the paper starts coming out of a printer and he starts pulling it, doesn't wait for the whole paper to come out, then you know it's a Yid, right? You pass by a sign that says wet paint, and instead of standing back, he touches it, you know it's a Yid, right? So for to go Hagbel Esahar, and every single Yid by Kabbalah Satorah said, this is where I'm standing. Wow, that was a Mesiras Nefesh for Klal Yisrael. So the Eibishter started talking to the Yidden, and all of a sudden, poof, Parcha Nishmasan, they died. Eibishter tu Tchias HaMesim. What was the point of that? And the answer is that, it's hard for us to understand what's going on in the world today. It's always hard for us to understand. And the reason it's hard for us to understand is because we have such a narrow scope. We see so little. So Hashem, by Kabbalah Satorah, lifted us out of our bodies and said, I want you to see now, from the beginning of time till the end of time. From the beginning of the world to the end of the world. You see the whole picture? Got it. It's perfect. But then we were put back into our bodies. And again, we have a limited scope. But subconsciously, deep in ourselves, deep in our hearts, there's an emunah. We know it all makes sense. And we know that who we are, when we are, and where we are, is all by Hashgacha Pratis. So, Pekudei Hashem Yishar Mesamchei Lev. We open up a Gemara, we start learning, where does the Simcha come from? You know where the Simcha comes from? Because the Stakel B'Araisa Ibar Alma. The Torah is the blueprint of the world. And our Neshama says, doesn't make a difference if you're learning Arvei Psachim, or you're learning Sharshan Avichas Apara, or you're learning Eirichin, or you're learning Masechtas Nidor, or Shkolim, or Masechtas Kinim. Doesn't make a difference what you're learning. You're looking at the blueprint. And as we're learning and we're being mizbainin in the Rotz in Hashem, our heart says, this is the blueprint. It all makes sense. It's perfect. Our neshama sees the whole picture. So we need tzchusim. And Klal Yisrael is missing so much tefillah b'tzibur. And Shavuos night, we're all over the world. Yidden come and they sit together and they're going to learn. We won't be able to. How do we put it all together? How do we create the blueprint? How do we make it that our neshamas see it all in one shot? So let me tell you about SHAS HADCHAK. SHAS HADCHAK is not an organization. It's not run by any... No, it's just a bunch of Yidden that got together and said, let's do this. Let's finish SHAS together. Let's do SHAS B'tzibur, Nasav and Ishma, Hagbal Esahar. Let's all stand around the mountain. Everyone picks a daf. And we finish SHAS together. Okay? So we can't physically get together. In our hearts, we get together. In our neshama, we get together. And we're going to make that siyam HaShas. You know, the name of the Yetzer Hara is Samach Mem Aleph Lamed. Says the Maranayim, Samach Mem Aleph Lamed is Vashitev Siyam Masechta Ein Lasais. Yetzer hates a siyam. Because he thrives on us being separate. And look, he got us to be physically separate. Each of us takes a SHAS, each of us takes a blot, and we finish SHAS. How much menuchas and nefesh? How much simchas achayim? How much shmira and bracha are we going to generate? And we come back to that Har Sinai where everybody was healed, where everyone was happy, where the plan is so perfect, which it is anyway. But this is our chance to feel it.